Spencer from ProFit Riverside. I want to talk to you guys kind of about the supplement industry, pros and cons, kind of give you a clear vision on what you're getting yourself into when you get into the supplement industry or buying supplements just in general. Now, I want to make a disclaimer. I am not pinpointing or targeting any brand, any store, or any person at all. I just want to show consumers the truth and the dirty side of the supplement industry, so you know kind of what you're getting yourself into and things that you can look for and do on your own to tell whether you're getting a good or bad product. So I want to talk about protein today, and protein is obviously because 99% of people who work out take protein. The most supplements we sell is protein. Everything else is usually just an additive. So with protein, you're going to see a lot of soy molecules pushed, and you're going to see a lot of blends. Now, those two are fine for certain people or certain reasons. Soy, okay for people who are lactose intolerant. I'll never push soy. Reason is soy does elevate estrogen levels. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but it has been proven that soy elevates estrogen levels. Now, for men, that's going to decrease your testosterone. For women, no offense, but you guys are already very high in estrogen, so that's going to enhance a little bit more water retention in your body, which you want to stay away from. You want a cleaner, more bioavailable protein to your muscles, because that's what protein is for your muscles, not for your fat. Blends you're going to see usually in big companies, big franchises, that's being mass produced, and the reason is blends cost us less. As a store, we spend less money on a blend than we do on a good protein, and the reason you're going to see that push is because more people care about the money in their pocket as opposed to what you're actually getting. So they're caring about quantity over quality. Now us, we obviously care about quality. Anyone who's been in here knows we speak the truth, we don't lie. We'd rather you know what you're getting yourself into as opposed to just being sold on something. So that's what I want to do to everybody. I want you to know what you're really getting yourself into and how you can tell if you're getting a good product or not. So with the protein, with the whey isolate, it is a derivative of milk. So people always say, oh, I can't have that because I'm lactose intolerant. I'm not saying that if you're lactose intolerant, you can have it. What I'm saying, if it is a true whey isolate, it is 98 to 99.9% lactose free. So I have had people who are lactose intolerant, many people take a true whey isolate that is very clean and bioavailable and not have those issues. And the reason is because, like I said, it has been processed so many times where it's taken out that milk molecule to where it's just a clean, light protein. Now, another thing, purity of protein, that's what you want to look at. To the average consumer, this is the big thing that supplement companies do, is they tell you, hey, this has 60 grams of protein. I'm not here telling you there's not 60 grams of protein in there. I'm here to tell you how pure is that protein. And the way that you can tell is you'll take, I'm going to use easy numbers, 5 and 10. You'll take, say the serving size is 10 grams. One scoop is 10 grams. The amount of protein is 5 grams. What you do is you divide that 5 by 10. So you divide the grams of protein by the amount of grams per serving. And what that'll do is that'll come up as a point and then numbers. And that is your percentage. So for 5 grams of protein on a 10-gram scoop, that is a 50% pure protein. So that means you're mostly going to be able to absorb the most 50% of that 5 grams. So 2.5 grams at the most. And the reason is it's full of a lot of fillers, bad stuff. So that's a big thing to tell. You can do the math on your own. If they don't tell you the amount of grams per serving, they're trying to hide something. They're trying to hide that there's a lot of fillers in that protein, and usually a lot of companies are doing that too. Another thing I want to tell you, the FDA does not regulate this stuff. They ban something or it's legal. Most people think, oh, the FDA says, you know, this is legal, so it's got to be true. It says 0 grams of carbs. No. There are so many companies putting 0 grams of carbs, 60 grams of protein, 110 calories, and it's all just BS. They're lying about it. And it's up to the consumer to test it, and you'd have to send it to a lab to get tested. So that's another thing I want to tell you. A lot of these small companies are lying about their stuff, and a lot of the big companies in particular are really lying about what's in there. Now back to the purity. I want to show you guys if it's we'll say 90% pure protein, because we have a lot of proteins that are very, very clean here, and they've been tested, and if you want to try it out, you can. A good way to tell if it's a clean isolate, you drink it with water. If it sits in your stomach and absorbs slowly, guarantee it is not a true whey isolate, because whey isolate has had most of those milk molecules taken out, so it will absorb into your muscles, not sit in your stomach. Another thing to do is test if it's a 90% pure protein. Look at what the fillers are, because sometimes you'll see really good proteins be 75% pure, and the reason is if that 25% has good fillers, it's obviously not bad for you. It is still a good clean protein, because sometimes a lot of companies now are adding like digestive enzymes, fibers, CLA, L-carnitine, so it's not full with bad stuff. But if it's a 75% pure protein and they don't tell you what else is in there, it is just full of a bunch of crap, and your body's not going to absorb a lot of it. So that's just a couple tips to tell. Like I said, if it sits in your stomach, it's not a good clean protein. It should be absorbing straight to your muscles. Blends, like I said, they're not bad if you're doing it as a meal replacement or a midday snack. Post-workout, you want it a whey isolate. You want it to absorb fast in your muscles. You can always slow down a fast digesting protein. You cannot speed up a slow digesting protein. So just food for thought. We got plenty clean whey isolates here. Come in for a free sample. All ours, like I said, have been tested true. And if you want to mix it with water right in front of us and see if it sits in your stomach, I'll guarantee ours won't. Alright, ProFit Riverside, like us on Facebook. Follow our channel for all our videos. Call us if you have any questions, 951-780-6602. Have a good night.